Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. We are still fresh off our loss to Life Coach. It feels bad. I'm 0 for 2 against him. And I don't know, the first game I tried to do like a really fast player 1 Windsor because I didn't know like how to play against Windsor as player 1. And I deserved to lose that game. I guess I deserved to lose the second game too, the recent one with the Emperilla, but I feel he deserved to lose it even more. I don't know. Unclear. Clearly, I lost, so I deserve to lose it more. I made a blunder when I was in a winning position, whereas he was never in a winning position. Which of those is worse? I guess it's up to you to decide. What was I going to do? Right, I wanted to... No, not this. Config? I want to take base plus 8 out of my list, not because I don't mind playing base plus 8. I just hate base plus 11, you know? And I don't want to get stuck having to play that because I'm playing against someone in base plus 8 who has a platinum ticket, you know? Hey, it's Argifontes. Oh, jeez. This actually does look like an Emperilla set. Even with Dead Eyes? Yeah, probably. He was a big streamer back when Prismata was new, and he is getting back into it now. So this looks like a high econ with Centurion, and you can probably try to get an Emperilla behind. Wow, player 2 can actually do this? That's gross. Dead Eyes, I think, should feature prominently? I'm not sure of the details, but I think you're getting like everything in the advanced set here. Wow, the 4th engineer. He might be right, honestly. I could like build a wild drone instead of a drone to pick up a conduit or something, but instead of 2 drones to pick up a conduit. But I think I'll just like mirror the 4th engineer? Is that for real? If I do that, what do I have next turn? 16, and then I build 4 drones for 12. I'll have 4 bucks. I could build double wild drone and then get an Animus, or 1 wild drone and get a conduit, or a blast forge. What tech do I want first? I kind of want 2 blast forges right away, don't I? Or do you want the Animus first? Maybe what I should do is take advantage of my opponent's very low tempo to try to get out some Tarsiers, and then Amparilla to punish. Right? Like if he's gonna build 4 more drones next turn, when is he ever gonna have a chance to threaten to stop me? Like Amparilla shouldn't be good here until you get the Centurion up or something. But it might be good if... Like I have, what, 12 income? It might be good if your opponent is going to go for a bunch of drones. Like maybe I can do this? He's not going to be able to get the super high-tech absorbers, well, specifically Centurion, in a big hurry if he goes with a bunch of drones. And if he doesn't, then this has deterred him from getting a bunch of drones, right? So that seems alright. Yes. So now we're making the 4th engineer look dumb, I think. So can I do something like this? Next turn, get 2 more Tarsiers and an Animus. I want a Blast Forge at some point. Well, you know, honestly, I should do this, shouldn't I? If we're gonna mirror red, wild drones are fine because they're so high health. You don't mind if your opponent kills them, and this gets me a little more, you know, Tarsier, Animus. 8, 13, 1 drone. Or maybe like cut the wild drone. Like I could just build a single drone, get Tarsier, Animus, Blast. I don't know, that seems ridiculous. Let's do something like this. Like, what is he gonna do to punish this? I can build Ampo Tarsier next turn? I don't care if he builds a couple rhinos or something. Do I? If he has to attack for 4, I can still build Ampo, like, Blast Forge, maybe hold a drone or something. That seems a little bit scary. The Blast Forge doesn't feel right. But, like, Amperilla is going to put him under a ton of pressure, isn't it? Alright, 1 Rhino. I don't like not having access to blue in this set, but like Amperilla is amazing. So maybe I don't need the Tarsier. Maybe I should get Ampo Blast Forge. Right? I don't even need to hold the drone because it's not defending anything. I'm gonna have to hold drones soon if he doesn't kill the wild drones, which I don't think he will. I think 1 more Tarsier is a bit too greedy. This is going to put him under a lot of pressure to defend. Right, can he actually even attack with the Rhino? It's an interesting question. Oh, wow. Can he actually do that? That's pretty amazing, if he can. I've made a grave error if this actually works for him. Oh my god. Oh no, don't do this to me. Well, we can get another Tarsier. Yeah, see, I mean, I thought this was a high econ Centurion set, of course. Like, that is, I think, like, the plan I had. But I felt like when he goes for 4 engineers, it seemed like I could do something like this to punish him. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess we'll see. The Emperillas should start hitting pretty hard soon. But of course, so will his Centurion start hurting me more? Oh, I don't think you should attack a wild drone. I think he wants to click both of his rhinos here. No, 1 rhino? To make me lose wall anyway? Yeah, click 1 rhino. Yeah, I agree. Maybe you should have held a drone instead of building engine? No. This is so greedy, building more Tarsiers. I think that's probably enough Tarsiers. Maybe I build a Rhino here? And what if I, like, give him this? Then he has less defense, of course. But, sorry, he has less econ. I think now's the best time to do it if I'm ever going to do it. Because this is the last chance I have to deny him maximum absorb on his Centurion. We're going to be attacking for more than 6 forever now. The Rhino might be too greedy. Should maybe just be engineers? Am I going to get a chance to attack with it? Yeah, maybe it should just be engineers, actually. I mean, it could be a Tarsier, but I think that's too greedy. We already have, eventually, 16 attack. And he's on 12 drones. So he can't keep up with that for long. I could build a wild drone. That seems pretty dumb. He would just never target it. So I'm thinking something like this. Well, if I were to do this, I could threaten wall plus another Ampo, which means he needs to put on more pressure in order to stop me in this line, right? He can't kill my wild drones if I do this, which is nice. No, if he does, I won't be able to threaten the wall Ampo anyway. I won't have enough money. So I think just 2 engineers to keep granularity. Float the 2 gold, see if I can make use of it somehow or other. And this is as efficient as building a Rhino that we're not blocking with. More, right? It's if you assume we never get to attack with the Rhino, which I think is a reasonable simplification. And I think it is time to take away his wild drones. Oh no, really? That's giving me all the breathing room in the world. I can just build 2 more Tarsiers now. Maybe 3. Right? Like, there aren't 3 left in the deck, I guess. And build an infusion grid. Holy smokes. I'm in love with this. Wait, what if I built another Ampo? Okay. Alright. I don't know if he was winning or not, but killing those 2 wild drones was conceding, I think. You had to leave them, so you could keep threatening to get to my Tarsiers. So I think that we were both content to go for 3rd NG. I think that that's right. His 4th NG, like... I don't know if it's really something I'm supposed to punish. Because as you can see, I'm set up to go like 3 more NGs, 3 more drones. That was my plan, right? Just 3 more drones this turn. Or like wild drone, conduit. Like those, I don't like conduit here, but I could maybe play it. I don't think Animus is right on this turn. Unless my opponent does something so disgustingly greedy as build another engineer, signaling that he wants more drones, right? And by building an Animus, I force him to make this engineer look stupid, right? If he just had 3 NGs, he could like wild drone. He's now like got this $2 that he didn't invest in anything, and it doesn't do anything for a really long time. He's gone back to like a 2 engineer build here, basically. And I think that just responding with red is too defensive. I don't know. Like this build obviously is not correct. It's not how the game should go, I think, if both players play optimally. I don't think that the wild drone makes the Amperilla hit fast enough that it's good with just like mono red. Or, well, red blue. I guess I do eventually get a blue. Like, I think the Amperilla is better behind the Centurion, which, as I said, is what I was planning to do. And, like, okay, so I saw him try to go for way too many drones. And I responded with aggression, which I think is reasonable. The question is, though, is this 2 gold investment of his such a big error that I should deviate completely from my original game plan? Like, it doesn't seem that bad. It's just 2 gold, right? But he puts himself in the position of like declaring that he's not going to build any attackers for a really long time, which is what the Emperilla player wants to hear. I don't know. I still think. I guess what I'm getting at is I don't know how to adjust my analysis against what seems like my opponent deviating from the best plan. It seems like if I let him get away with this 4th engineer, he'll be ahead of me, I guess is what I'm getting at, right? If I think that the best plan here is Centurion and Amperilla, and maybe Deadeyes, then I let him play the 4th engineer, I'm just going to be behind, actually, on the best plan. And so what I have to assume instead is that what he's doing is not the best plan, which means that there's some way to punish it. And I think that there is. I think what I did is pretty tough for him to live with. Like, this Wild Drone actually seems a bit like... And this, like, couldn't maybe have been a Blast Forge earlier so he could get out a Steel Splitter or something, threaten a bit more attack, well, so that... Like, this turn coming up was the scariest one for me, I think. If he had built, like, a Steel Splitter instead of that Infusion Grid, he's actually threatening to breach and kill a drone. I have to leave a drone back to prevent him getting to a Tarsier. And it's like kind of a big problem. Even as it is, letting him kill all 3 engineers is pretty bad. But I can hold it for a little while, and then Amperilla just starts applying a ton of pressure. I think his second Blast Forge is... Well... I was gonna say a huge mistake, like, but maybe it's not. He got the Centurion down, which hurt me. It caused me pain. But it was a turn where he didn't invest in damage, right? By saving up this turn for... You know, yes, he gets a great turn 9 where he can like start soaking up a ton more of my damage. But in exchange, his turn 8 really sucks. And it gives me the time to throw in, oh, you're going to absorb for 2 more? Let me just build 4 extra damage. How do you like them apples? And not have to defend too much. So I think he gave me a bit too much time. But it's hard to see what he could have done differently here. Like, is he just losing if he doesn't build this Blast Forge? I don't know. I guess his Conduit and Blast Forge are really big investments that'll take a long time to pay off. And each of them means he's like, he's letting his foot off my neck, right? Basically, I'm on the ground saying like, please, Argifontes, let me build an attacker. I just want to build an attacker. And all of this stuff that he's doing is giving me more time to do what I want. It advances his game plan, but against Amperilla, you just have to smash them before they get going, which he was sort of in line to do by building this Rhino and killing my engineers. But didn't really follow through. I don't know if it would have worked to follow through, but it seems like a better try anyway. Of course, attacking for 4 here is good, as I said in the game. But the Centurion just doesn't add that much attack, and I can comfortably build more Tarsiers. And then it's just game over here. Okay, cool. So we finished our ticket at last. It was a rough one. We had, what, 7 losses or something? But it doesn't matter. You always get 16,000 something at the rating that I'm at anyway. And you get basically not much for rewards. Okay, fine. So this has been a bit of a short episode, but I think that I will end the episode here. Just because I don't really want to start a new ticket right now. Oops, I'm not typing into the chat window. Just happened to hit a button. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this these last 2 episodes against like Prismata personalities, right? Life Coach and Argifontes. It's cool to see these guys and maybe I'll get to go back and watch. I guess Argifantes wasn't streaming, but Life Coach was, so I can watch the footage of the Amparilla game. Apparently he was on a losing streak and feeling really, really angry and appreciated getting a win off of me. So there you go. We can tell everyone that I threw the game on purpose just to make Life Coach feel better. But of course I would happily have creamed him if I had just thought things through a little bit better. Oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.